thought it was a very good hockey game. I mean, we knew going into it that Ohio was a good team, and they played us hard for sure. You know, I think we were a little bit slower in the first two periods. Took us a little bit to get going, and then we started really to put the pressure on them. And I thought we had them back on their heels a little bit there in the third, and just couldn't come up with a goal. I mean, their goalie I thought played tremendous, and their team played great for them. So, you know, overall, I thought it was a fun game to be a part of, and you know, we just came out on the wrong side of it.
All right. Questions for Makenna Newkirk first, please, and when you get to the mic, state your name and affiliation.
Luis Sanchez, ESPN3. Makenna, obviously not the outcome you wanted, but is there anything that you can take from this game specifically in the season that you guys had this year, and, you know, work on the off season to come back next year, you know, twice as strong?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a great season overall. Freshmen coming up huge for us. Kate turned out a great year too, and, you know, having some of the players step up and really take on a role that was given to them. I think overall it was a great year, and I'm really happy with everyone. And we stuck together in that last period, especially in the game we did. And, you know, obviously we're going to miss our seniors a ton. They were all great leaders for us, and I think I'm hurting bad for them right now.
Any other questions for McKenna?
Sorry, McKenna. Knowing that you had Katie Burt between the pipes, and can you just talk about her performance today? Obviously, in a loss, she just stepped up really big.
Yeah, all season we've depended on her. You know, obviously losing some defensemen to the Olympics isn't ideal, and all of our defensemen really stepped up, and they carried a huge workload for us. And as forwards, we know that if we're back checking hard, we're helping them out. But they were amazing all year, and I can't say enough about them. And then having Burt back there is. She's one of the best goalies in the nation, if not the best, and just so much confidence in her, and we're really going to miss her.
Anna Beavis, SB Nation. You mentioned losing some players to the Olympics, and this was a younger team in general. How did you guys go into the season knowing it was a younger group and that you were missing some players? Yeah,
our seniors were huge all year, and upperclassmen really stepped up and, again, took on a huge workload. And they led by example. And you can't say enough about the seniors, especially Kenzie, Tony, Gabri, and Burt. They were amazing all year, and all the younger kids really looked up to them. And, you know, if they're willing to work, then that made our team click, and I couldn't be happier with the seniors, and can't say enough about them.
McKenna, Keith Pearson, Boston Herald. The first two periods, different speeds. Just what was it to get out of the gate so slowly?
You know, it's a huge game, and so I think we were excited, but we knew that we wanted to get more shots on this goalie. And I think in the third period, especially when we were kind of back on our heels a little, we just wanted to take it to them and leave everything we had out there. And we really bought into our systems, got a ton of shots on net, and you know, their goalie played well, their defense played well, and you know, they managed to weather the storm. But I'm so proud with this group and everything that we've gone through. We've gone through a lot this season, and we stuck together every step of the way. So overall, we had an amazing group, an amazing run, and couldn't be more proud. Thank you.
Coach, obviously not the outcome you were expecting, but can you just talk a little bit about the adjustment you made in the second period after the intermission, because you guys came out firing in that third period?
Yeah, we just talked about leaving it all out there. You know, we were down 1-0 at the time, and we wanted to put more pressure on their goaltender and on their defense, and you know, I think they were trying to protect the lead a little bit too, so they started playing a little bit differently. But you know, 23 shots in a period. I mean, I think last week we didn't even have 23 shots on net in the whole game. So we certainly left it all out there, and you know, that was what we asked of this team. They're, you know, yeah, I mean, we knew we needed a goal, so we were having our D jump up there as much as they could, and really trying to give up some odd man rushes to put more pucks on net, and we were able to do that, but just weren't able to put one in.
Can you talk a little bit about Katie Burt? Obviously, she had a great game today, but just her 4 years here at BC have been spectacular. The all-time wins leader in program history and NCAA history. Can you talk about her performance here at BC?
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about Katie Burt. She's an all-star person, all-star player. She's a player that you want to mold your program after. She does things the right way, works extremely hard. We certainly, she's been a mainstay back there for the last 4 years. So, and she's been on a lot of different teams where she sees shots, doesn't see shots. In every game, that's a big game. She comes up big for us, and I thought she did that again today. But I'm so proud of her. She's. I hope she's not going too far away from us, and will be around a lot, and will be someone that can possibly mentor some of our younger goaltenders as they start coming in next year.
Hi, Catherine Filmonique, Boston Globe. Tough loss today, but knowing that you have someone like Daryl Watts in your arsenal for the next couple of years to come, how does that kind of maybe bring comfort today? Yeah,
I think all of our younger players learned a little bit, today. And one of the things that I said to our team is that, I hope all of our younger players took a little bit of something from our 4 seniors. I think Daryl's certainly a special player. Katrin's a special player. I could go on all the way down the list in terms of, we had 19 skaters, I think, this year or in this last couple of weeks with an injury. And, every one of them, I hope, takes something from these seniors and learns to get better. Because we're not there yet. We still have that national championship that we're hunting down, and we fell short again this year. So, hopefully we learn from this game and know what we can do better for the future years.
Any other questions?
Can you pinpoint exactly what it was maybe towards the end of the year, because there was the struggles in the Hockey East tournament and then in this game as well when the pressure seemed to get a little bigger? Is there maybe one factor or multiple that contributed to the struggles?
No, I mean, we were under pressure in the bean pot too, and I thought we came up with a big win. But again, we have a shortened roster this year, and maybe we got a little tired. We tried to give them more days off so that they weren't tired, but sometimes it's mentally exhausting. It's a hard year from September to March, and it's grueling. And then you have an injury to Molly Slow, who's just coming up well for us and took on a huge role for us. And then in that, in our quarterfinal game, we lose her. And to me, that's a big spot. She was playing with Katrin and Daryl on that line, and and so I think maybe we got a little mentally tired going through, playing in Hockey East where defense is and by defense I mean defensively. Most teams play defensively. It's hard. It's hard, and we had to teach our team kind of a whole new way to play. And then you get in a game like this, and it's real hockey, in my opinion. And and then you got to adjust to that, where they're coming at you with 2 forecheckers. They're coming at you, and we haven't had that for the whole second half of the year. So I think your players and we all have to adjust, and we have to find ways to score goals. Ultimately that was what it came down to last weekend and this weekend is finding ways to score goals. And we figured we weren't going to win games 1 and 2 to nothing. And that we were going to have to score 3 and 4. And when we did, a lot of times we won. So I think we're going to have to keep learning and keep getting better and keep kind of figuring that out. Because I don't think that's going to change here in the next couple of years with how teams play against us. So certainly is something that we're going to have to figure out and then be prepared for what comes next.
And then also, was there any reason in the decision to not pull Bert at the end?
I just thought we had so much offense on them. I thought about it. I didn't want to do it too early because I think they have some players that are dynamic that can score on an empty netter. And then when we went down 2, how much time was left? I can't find it on here. 4 minutes. I just thought we had so much pressure on them that if we put one in, I thought we could make it more difficult on that other team, and we just couldn't find a way to put that one in. I didn't think it was because we needed I probably could have pulled her. But when you're throwing that much offense at them, and I just thought one would fall without doing it. But yeah, certainly could have pulled her.